Hi y'all, this is Larry from Deep South Texas, and this is the mid-May garden update. The dogs usually follow me into the garden when I'm working in here. They like to lay in the pathways because they're somewhat wet and cool compared to the rest of the yard. But inadvertently, I locked one of them in the other day, and he was only in there for a couple hours, but it was getting to be supper time and he wanted out. Or she wanted out. Anyway, I got to replace this panel on the garden gate now. The pole beans look like they're making a comeback. They're putting on some new growth from the bottom. Have lots of blooms coming on. We'll see how they do. It's a little bit too hot. It's been in the mid-90s all week, and it will be from here on out. But they're looking like they might produce some more beans yet this year. The strawberry plants are doing real well. They haven't produced a lot of strawberries, but they're the one thing in the garden that seems to be able to deal with the heat. So they're looking pretty healthy. Some jalapenos in here. I've stripped all of the fruit off of the jalapenos because I've been making salsa and whatnot. So, but they're putting on some new flowers again now too. This volunteer sunflower has grown massively. It must be about 12 feet tall. Got blooms all over the top of it. It's the center of that garden box for sure. I still have some tomatoes on the plants that are ripening up. This is an Amish paste, and this plant has really got a lot of beautiful tomatoes still coming on. I don't think we're getting any more germination now, but still some nice tomatoes on this plant. More of the turmeric is coming up. So I think all 3 barrels at least have some turmeric coming up now. That's good. Boy, it's been a long wait for that. And the ginger as well. All three barrels now have ginger coming up. So that looks good. A lot of the garden has been harvested, and we got quite a bit of bare dirt right now. So I'm digging around trying to figure out what I can plant that will grow in the heat of the summer. I was watching an Alderman's Farm live stream last night, and everybody's sort of thinking I ought to try okra. So I think I'm going to try to plant some. The other thing I want to try is sweet potatoes. They apparently do well in the summer heat as well. So I've stuck a couple sweet potatoes at the end of this bed, and I'm trying to grow slips. So they're coming along, and hopefully in another month or so I'll be able to take those slips off and plant them. So I'm not really a big fan of sweet potatoes, but then I wasn't a big fan of broccoli either until I grew my own. So we're going to give that a try and see how that goes. The swallowtail butterfly caterpillars have just devastated my dill. And now, since I'm getting a few cucumbers every day, I really would like that dill. I need to make some more dill pickles. I'm on my last jar of pickles I made last year, so I hope this stuff pulls out of it here pretty quick. The leeks are looking good. I think in a couple weeks I'm going to at least harvest one of them and see how they taste. They're not going to be be real big, but they look pretty healthy. Well, the sweet corn is done for the year. Yesterday I came out and started pulling it up. Gonna haul it back to the compost bin. So a decent harvest. Nothing, you know, nothing to write home about, but it was fun. So I'm gonna harvest my last squash here. This turned out pretty good. I'm sure it's more than 5 pounds, so that's going to mean the squash harvest was at least 30 pounds this year. But I'm going to do this off camera. I'll bring it out and show it to you in just a second. Well, there it is. That's a pretty nice squash. We'll add that to the others we have inside in a little bit cooler temperature. Well, I need to get out here and harvest some moringa. I'm going to try to make sure I get that done this week. Oh, we need to do an update on the chicks. 3 nights ago, one of the mother hens went back to the main coop at night. And 2 nights ago, they both went back to the main coop. So last night, we heard the little chicks in there as well. So when I got up this morning, they all looked okay. They were down in the run with the other chickens and nobody was fighting, so that all looked okay. They're about 5 or 6 weeks old right now, and we'll see if they go back into the main coop on their own tonight, so I won't have to herd them in there. Anyway, they grow bigger every day. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch my my garden update video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button and you know, subscribe. It really encourages me. Thank you very much.